It's just, today is apparently Mega Man 3 Day. It's not the worst day in the world. Yeah, Mega Man 3 Day. Every day's a Mega Man 3 Day? That's absolutely not true. So let's go and reveal the GM. Crappy, watch out, Darkman's gonna get you! Oh, well, okay, Crappy managed to escape. The first Iron GM on the slate today is our friend Iron GM Jack Sparrow Dunstable. Stunt double. Dunce stubble. Oh my gosh. Jack Sparrow stunt double. That's what it is. Okay, whatever. Who is it? Time Wanderer. Freaking crap. It's one of the time people. It's somebody who has time. Time Wanderer, that's who it is, okay? Time Wanderer. The second GM for today, Iron GM, Unqualified Botanist. That's right, our favorite ET player. It is Hedge Maze. And the third GM, who could have been chosen for today. Why didn't I reveal the name? Because that would have been funny. Iron GM, definitely not Hedge Maze, it's Novasol. Wait, I got Time's Iron GM name incorrect? What the crap? Let me look at the document. Where is this? I warned all of my friends that I was going to be extra useless today. I am just not functional right now, and I don't know why. Okay. Grand Iron... What is this spreadsheet? What did I just open? That's not the right thing. Okay, let's open this other spreadsheet. Okay. Let me go ahead and open 5 spreadsheets so I can find oh my gosh, I use Time Stalkers. I use Time Stalkers Iron GM name. So let's go ahead and do the other one. Iron GM, the other one, Time Wanderer, is the first possible GM for today. Help me, everybody. I need help. Well, you know what? Escorian and Tempestral managed to come in and choose a GM. Did they choose the same one or different? Well, as it turns out, our first player, Escorian, chose Novasol, Iron GM, definitely not Hedge Maze. And our second player, who are you? Tempestral? Yeah, that one. They chose the time person, which means that the actual GM who is giving a game out today is Hedge Maze. Hedge Maze, I need your help. I so desperately need your help right now. Hello there.
Hey, Percentia. I'm very ready for this match. Don't worry.
I'm so glad. I'm like 50% dumber than usual right now, and I don't know why. I'm really excited.
This is going to be a fun match, I think.
I think so. As soon as we reveal the game, I'll get it captured, and then we'll have a whole other slew of this is just bad.
Yeah, this is something.
Yeah. What is this button? Whoa.
Well, that's a lot of emotes.
Whoa. Yeah, look, everybody, we're having a dance party by getting rid of the layout. This is fun. Okay. You're giving something better than playing around with OBS, though, as far as I know. DBX Lord, Kyram, thank you for all those gift subs. You are, holy moly, pretty dang awesome. But we do give out over $2,000 worth of prizes, so that is pretty cool. I don't think this is a prize, though. It's a gem of sorts.
Yeah, so I don't know. I told the players they can decide whether they think this is a punishment or not, because they didn't pick me, but also Escorian said that she gamed the system to get me because she wanted me. Oh. So she voted for the one she didn't want.
Oh my gosh, did you really escort? That's like a pro roll when it comes to charisma. I like that. Good charisma check.
But in any event, the game that we ended up with here is a game that I tested this. Well, I was looking at Mr. Slime I was looking at my boyfriend, DS.
And Mr. Slime Jr., my boyfriend.
Yes, well, maybe. But I was playing, so Mr. Slime, my boyfriend DS had the ad for Mr. Slime Jr. in the back, and then I was looking for the box art for Mr. Slime Jr., and I found this game. And I was like, wow, I have to test this. And I tested it, and it's amazing, and I'm going to speedrun it, and I bought the game, and I have it in my hands right now.
Ooh.
So, we'll see if the players share my taste in games. This game is for the Nintendo DS. It is Shrek, Ogres and Dronkeys.
Ogres and Dronkeys. Yeah, try to say that 5 times fast. I'm actually horrified. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, so I asked my players, do you like Nintendo DS games where you take care of babies?
I don't.
Do you like Nintendo DS games where you take care of Shrek babies?
I really don't think I do.
That's what it is.
Well, that's okay. I can't believe we're gonna be babysitting today. Everybody,
Yeah.
That's what Hedge Maze is doing today. Which screen is more important, the bottom or the top one? Just so that I know which one to make all big and
The
round.
bottom, but the score is on the top, so just as long as we can read the score.
Yeah, I'll be able to do that. Well, everybody, the players will be playing for 1 full hour, and that's pretty cool. They're gonna have to play this and try to make as much progress as they can. Whoever does moves on to winner's bracket round 2, and whoever doesn't goes down to the loser's bracket where they have to choose an Iron GM again. And we get to laugh. It's great. Okay.
Yeah, my players were discussing like going to the loser's bracket from getting Shrek'd. No, it's not the worst thing that could happen.
Yeah, there was an April Fool's stream a long time ago for Kusog7ande where every game that we gave out for that day was a Shrek game. It's not April Fool's yet, but I feel like a fool.
We had St. Patrick's Day yesterday. That's pretty green.
Oh my gosh. Justin just came into my room and started pinching me. Immediately, like yesterday morning, I'm like, stop it! Stop this! Stop these shenanigans! Or else. Yeah, I guess who didn't stop their shenanigans? Justin.
Well, you weren't wearing green, were you?
Well, not yet.
That's the problem.
Yeah, I heard that apparently you wear green to stop the leprechauns from pinching you, but I've never met a leprechaun. Or have I?
Have you?
I don't know. I'm willing to say I have absolutely, literally no idea, and maybe it's better for me to keep it that way. Okay, so everybody, I am currently working on setting up because I am a sleepy person, and I have only 5% of brain at this moment. So don't worry too much, we'll get there, because it's DS. It can be a little bit different for setup, but it's not going to be too bad. Like, honestly, you may... Did I not post the announcement on Discord? I didn't announce that we have a match right now. Let me finish setup, and then I'll announce it there. I think I put it on Twitter, but I'm really not sure. My life for Kusog7ande. My life for Kusog7ande. That sounds horrifying. Okay, I have 1 of 2 streams set up, and let me go ahead and get the other one. We're almost there, everybody. Yeah. It's pretty dang awesome. But yeah, this morning when I was starting to do setup, like, I was just looking at the screen and I'm like, what do I do? How do I do this? I don't know. And then, it was time to start the stream. I'm like, no, I haven't brained yet. Stop it. Why? What? Oh my gosh. I'm having such a hard time because. But Hedge Maze, it was really exciting this last week. I finally got to share the game that I made. First with subs, and then I also got to share it with other people who weren't subs on Itch, and it's been a lot of fun. I think people have been playing quite a bit and just enjoying it, and that's really exciting for me. It's a little puzzle game, and you're a bird, and you hop, and
Yeah.
yeah.
I haven't got a chance to check it out yet, but I want to try it. Magpie, it sounds cool.
Yeah, and from what I see, people have been having fun with it, and a few people bought it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have sold more Magpie than poetry in my entire life. I went to school for the wrong thing to make money, let me just say. And I don't know, I sold like maybe 10 copies of Magpie, but that's more than Battle of the Eras. So take that, nerds.
Hey, you're a professional game dev now.
Yay, professional. Yeah, you can tell based off of how this setup is going right now. I am so professional.
Yeah, I just love to make your setup hard with DS games. It's gonna be worth it though. This is gonna be fun.
It'll be fine. And I think that I do have it set up, so fingers crossed. Hello, Novasol. Hello, everybody here. Are you ready for Shreks? Are you gonna Shrek yourself, everybody?
Yeah, check yourself before you Shrek yourself.
No, never check yourself. Come on. You gotta just be willing to Shrek it. And what better way to do it than to just jump into the Shrenkin? Yeah, that one. Okay, I'm listening to the music. I'm not sure I like it. But hey, hey, this is what we have. If I need to adjust things on the layout, by the way, I will do that. But for now, we've got Shrek, Ogres, and Dronkeys. It sounds like they're drunk. Which, honestly, it's a Shrek game. That could be true. I have no idea. Oh, I did post the announcement. Cool. I actually brained today. Yeah, so fingers crossed. The grudge match last night was a lot of fun, but it was also a bit of a pain to deal with. Just because the internet was like, hey, how about I explode real quick? So, question. We've got, it looks like Escorian is ready, and Tempestroll has a couple questions. Understandably, this is a Shrek game. It starts on picking baby 2. Okay, so that's what they're gonna need to do. Here are the babies: Ogre Junior, Ogre Girl, Ogre Boy. But well, never mind. I guess I don't care. I don't care about freaking babies. Why are you giving a baby game? I don't really care for babies.
I know, that's why it's here.
Yeah, they have to go to the press start in order to begin, and you are asking them to show the cutscenes, which are super small on my screen. Let me see if I can make those bigger. If they show up on the top.
Yeah, they're on the top. We got some voice acting.
Uh-huh. We do, huh? Okay.
Shrek?
Yeah?
Shrek!
What?
Okay.
Who was it?
Don't know. Someone left this.
Is it a gift for the children?
Oh, I hope so. Otherwise, it'd look pretty silly sitting on our mantelpiece. Pretty strange, though.
Pretty strange.
Hey, what if I...
Man, Mike Myers is really tired sounding.
What the...
Just talk into it, right? Okay, here goes. Hello? Hi! It's me, Pinocchio!
It's Toad!
Stand by for an important message! Hear ye! Princess Fiona! Since you are the ruling princess of far, far away, your royal presence has been requested for the annual royal tour of the kingdom!
Royal tour of the kingdom? Oh, you have got to be...
My royal presence? Who would have requested...
Your royal mother! And she also said to bring your royal kids! And your royal Shrek, too!
You know, your royal mother can be a royal pain.
She's also sending the royal carriage over! You guys are to leave at once!
Oh, what are we gonna do? The Dronkeys are still sleeping over. We can't just take them home.
Yeah, you can't just
don't
take a
know.
Dronky home. Can
Hey,
you?
You!
Yeah, you can.
Maybe you could help me out.
No.
Looks like Fiona and I have to go on a little trip. And you can come along.
No!
How are you with baby?
I hate them. Oh my gosh, I'm glad you're here. I'm Fiona's dwarf. Can you help me watch a couple of these babies? Go ahead and pick 2 babies. So they are currently on baby select.
Yep, they can. I told them they can pick any babies they want. They have to pick 1 ogre and 1 dronky.
Okay, 1 ogre and 1 dronky. Cool. Yeah.
The song is a jam, honestly. It gets stuck in my head. Oh yeah, so actually, like in canonical like movie lore, that they all have names, but the ogres don't have names in this game for some reason. I don't know why.
Okay, I'm doing the countdown, everybody. I need you to just post all of that Shrek goodness, okay? All of it. And as soon as we get started, I will start our timer. Spam ogres, spam donkeys, spam dragons, spam babies. Just lots of babies, I guess. Okay, and as soon as we get started, here we go.
Yep, here we are. I told them I recommend reading what the tutorial is because it's helpful, but we'll see what they do.
That's how tutorials usually are. Although it can be a little bit deceiving. I don't know. So what are they having to do in this game? I know nothing about this. Other than we've got this really ugly baby man.
He's the, like, nursemaid, I guess. He's, anyway, point is, you are trying to teach the babies here as you're trying to get them to, so there's a toy percentage on the top screen there. You want to get that to 100%. You're trying to teach them how to use all of the toys and all the different kinds of foods. So you get 10 points for them doing one of the things that's in the top screen there, and you get 1 point for them doing something that's not in the top screen. And you can spend those points on toys and foods that are in the shop in the options menu. So that's what we're doing. We're just here trying to get them to learn things.
I'll make it a little bit larger so maybe you have a chance of reading it, chat.
Yeah, that should be good.
I hate giggles. Like, that's almost worse than babies crying, babies giggling.
Okay, so Scorena's found the shop.
Uh-oh. It looks like both of them have found the shop. Good.
Yeah, I see Lincora's asking, are they being judged on toy percent by progress? Yes, they are. And then by a tie, it'll be the points that they have left over. But yeah, the reason I can give this out is it's very straightforward. It's very scoreable.
Oh, finally, a game that we understand.
Yeah. And it's not random. Like, people, like, I don't know if people are going to start thinking that it's random whether they do things or not. Like, it is, but you have control over it because you can keep putting the correct toys near them. You can put out multiple, like, if you want to have them interact with the B block, you could take out several of them. There's no limit on that.
Yeah.
So there are ways to game this.
So, Shrek is just a really interesting phenomenon because, like, it really doesn't seem like it should have been a movie for children, but children watched it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it looks like both of them are training the babies well. Are they gonna go train them to steal from a bank? Where are we going from here? I hope so. People are saying it's a family movie. Excuse me. I remember the Pinocchio scene about ladies' underwear in Shrek 2. And is that family friendly? Is underwear friendly? Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I see people in chat pointing out WayForward made this. And actually, the voice acting, we made fun of that, but some of that is the real voice actors. I can post... Some of it was. Let me find the screenshot for you.
Okay.
It's not on Moby Games or anything, but I have a screenshot from the game because I played it.
So what's more important, the percentage or the points?
Percentage, but the points are how they buy the toys. They're the currency.
Okay, you gotta spend points to make points. I see. Yeah, give the baby a bath. Why don't you? I mean, you do that in town with no name. You gotta bathe yourself. Stop being a stinky cowboy, everybody.
Oh yeah, I was looking forward to watching them wash the babies. Just scribbling your hand over them.
Like, hurry up, get clean, you baby.
At least this minigame is better than the car washing minigame in My Boyfriend DS.
See, what you can do is just turn the shower on full blast, and that would probably do a fine job. It would be good. Baby might not like it, but I don't care.
And yeah, I see Paul S. is linking some reviews in chat as usual, which I really appreciate. But yeah, like, this game is probably the most competent Shrek game I've ever seen, and that is not a high bar. But still.
Yeah, I love that this person specifically says that this does nothing to stand out from the crowd of pet simulators, and I'm like, I don't think this is a pet simulator. This is a... I mean, I guess you're kind of right that it's a pet simulator, but I don't like to think of it that way. It's weird.
Well, it's in that genre of, like, caring for babies or pets.
Babies/pet genre. I like it.
You know, I looked at all the other DS games I could find that involved caring for babies. This is the most playable one. I'm not kidding.
Are you serious? This is the best baby game on the DS?
It is.
Well, everybody, you heard it here. This is officially... Shrek has beaten out every other baby game. Okay, the music at least is kind of tolerable. I don't hate it.
It's tolerable.
I'm gonna turn it down a little bit, but I don't hate
yeah, like,
it.
there's production value on this game.
Yeah. Like, I would go ahead and say that I had a Tamagotchi, and this looks a little bit better than that. Maybe I'm disillusioned, though. You know.
It's a different thing.
My Tamagotchi flew off in a UFO. I was so angry. Yeah, blow your whistle. So, how long is this game?
I played it blind, took me like a few hours, but I was writing down everything, so I have like notes on this. So like,
ooh. But
if the speed run is like an hour and change, and I watched the video, it's just somebody playing it for the first time. So I'm gonna try to beat that. It shouldn't be hard.
Yeah. Honestly, I think these two players, I mean, considering that we're in the brackets, there's a very, like, they're good. They're good at games. Yeah. And they're probably not taking notes on every little thing.
Yeah, just keep going. Actually, this is...
Oh, go ahead.
They're doing the strat that I would recommend, which is to say, stay in the house for as long as possible. And, like, try to go through all the toys in this house first before going to the other areas. There are other areas where you can get other things and stuff, but you have to have already taught the kids how to climb onto blocks and how to... I don't know, there's a few different abilities that you need to use outside to, like, traverse areas. So you really should just stay here and teach them all of that first.
Okay.
Because if you stay just inside the house, you get up to 69% of your toy percent without leaving at all.
Ooh, I remember that place.
Oh, hey, it looks like Shrek remembers the place. That's fantastic. Good job, Shrek. I hope you didn't forget the place. That you literally saved your wife there. Okay. And by saved, I mean she sort of saved herself, because guess what? Shrek is all about subverting expectations, so if the babies don't, like, get a gun as a toy, I'm gonna say this isn't a Shrek game. This isn't real. Or, like, a cannon. Or a bomb. Like, what's gonna... I see a spider. Yeah, but... Escoria just cornering the baby with the spider. I love it.
You're just scaring the baby.
I think that's perfect. Also, I really hate how the Dronkey, like, picks things up and walks on its back legs. It's weird. Justin's asking what Dronkey, the dragon donkey. Because they're the donkey babies. I love that one of the players, I think, asked, like, why did the donkey and the dragon get together? Like, did that ever even happen? I'm like, yeah, in Shrek 2, they had babies. And they're like, that's a kid's movie, isn't it? I'm like, babies are kid-friendly. So, yeah. Dragon donkeys, apparently latest craze. By the way, have you seen the new Shrek movie, the Puss in Boots movie?
I have not. I heard it was good.
It's decent. They're cute. The movie is decent, and it doesn't feel too much like they were just trying to make a cheap cash in. Like, what I love about it is a lot of the art style. A lot of it just pops and is so cool. And yeah, for everybody, oh my gosh, all of the weird furry fan art that I've seen. And by weird, like, a lot of it's pretty good, but like, there's so many people who have a crush on Death now. It's like, come on! You didn't like Death when it was a skeleton, but you like Death now? What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you, huh? Okay, Tempestrel is outside, but I don't know if Tempestrel has learned how to climb on boxes with the baby yet. I don't know. But yeah, Tempestrel is trying to control the baby and send them all over the place. And right now, pretty good percentage for Tempestrel, 45% items.
Yeah, they're both doing really well. We're 10 minutes in.
Why is everything purring?
I don't know, it's a donkey noise.
I don't like the donkey noise. Stop it. Oh, apparently Sims can no longer try for baby with the Grim Reaper. Well, we could mod that back in. That'd be fine.
I'm sure somebody's done that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I do have Sims 4. It's a lot of fun, but I haven't played it in a while.
It's the worst one, though, like, unfortunately. I miss when Maxis was in charge. EA just trying to get money out of people.
Have you heard of EA? That's all they do.
Yeah, but Sims games didn't used to be like that.
Yeah. No. Okay, do you remember how many expansions there were for the first Sims? Do you remember? Because I remember the dozens and dozens of boxes that you could buy to expand Sims 1.
It's like Sims 1 had like 8.
That's like a dozen.
No. Sims 4 has... No, you should look at Sims 4. It's got like thousands of dollars worth of these.
Yeah, I know that. Okay, let me go ahead and take a look at the expansions. Okay.
The Sims 1 had free... The Sims 1 still had free downloads from the website. I remember that. This is back when Maxis was in charge.
Okay, so it only had like 7 expansions, which is still a lot. You were still paying hundreds of dollars. But now it's thousands of dollars. But what if I want to play... Oh my gosh. It's so much.
Anyway, my favorite one is Sims Medieval.
I haven't played that one.
It's very good because it's really racy. It's like T for teen, but like clearly nobody was overseeing this at all. So there's like a lot of really like funny adult things they were able to sneak into that.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, it's based on Sims 3 engine, but it's a little janky. You're gonna have to find a patch for it that isn't produced by EA. But anyway, I think that one's a lot of fun.
Okay.
Yeah, you do. But it's a lot of fun.
That's good to know. I actually, oh my gosh, back in the day I applied to work at EA down in Salt Lake and got rejected, but that's because I had literally the worst job interview I have ever had in my life. And that's probably for the best, because then I would have been an EA sellout. But one of my friends worked there, and she was like, I am the reason that you could play the genie. And I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure about that? I think that you just like to brag about everything. I know her, okay? She was the type of girl who, like, when somebody she had a crush on who she kept claiming was her boyfriend was a Mormon missionary and away about how much they were going to get together when he came back. And then after he broke up by sending her a letter saying, no, stop it, you're not my girlfriend, she made a blog about him. And just specifically about this boy, okay? Just to air dirty laundry. I'm like, what is the matter with you? And so I don't trust that she actually did anything at EA.
All right.
Yeah, she was that kind of person. I wonder if she grew up ever. By the way, yeah, we've got 48% toys on Escorian's side. Tempest has 32%. Does each area have its own percentage of items that you can collect?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it showed a different percentage when Tempest was outside. Overall, it will add up to 100, so that's not a problem.
Okay, gotcha.
Because you can also just look at the toy box and see how much is unlocked in there.
Carrots,
like, obviously, Tempest got like...
Oh, no.
Yeah, like Tempest doesn't have potato or... I forgot what the other thing is. I have notes.
Sorry, the donkey's named Banana and it picked up the carrot. I thought the carrot picked up a banana, but... I don't know. It just says a lot of fun. Ogre Girl dropped funny mask. This is, like, all of the pop-ups. It's so much. I love that you don't have to wait 5 minutes for the baby to do one thing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Escorian learned how to turn on the shower. See, this is how you do it. Make it rain.
Yeah, you gotta make them wet first. Can't just, like, rub the sponge on their face.
I mean, you could. I don't imagine ogres really care to be super clean, you know? Probably just, like, rub the sponge along the armpits or something. That's good enough.
Yeah, like, do they just want to bathe in mud, probably? I don't know what they want to do. By the way, there's no difference between what babies you pick at all. I just told them to pick one of each species. The only difference between... Wow, there's a leaf happening. Okay, thanks, Tempestral.
Hello, hi!
The only difference between the ogres and the dronkies is you have to change the diaper of the ogres.
Oh,
okay,
so
Scorian
that's
went to
why
the...
you made the ogres.
Yeah, I made him pick one of each.
Yeah.
Okay, I see Escorian went to the Three Little Pigs area.
I don't
So
like
there's
this
different-
music.
There's different toys and different mini-games and such here.
I can imagine. But with that said, Area 1's music was a little bit better than this one. I'll go ahead and say... people are asking if, like, the Dronkeys do anything more or less than the ogres. Is it just
No.
that they don't have a diaper?
Yeah. Yeah, they just leave their poop on the ground and you have to pick it up.
Honestly, I kind of prefer that.
Yeah, for the speedrun, I just would go with the Dronkeys.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to change diapers. I don't want to do it in real life. I don't want to do it in video game. I'm sorry. It's just, I don't care. The baby can just live in squalid filth. Okay,
You
this
would have a good
music's
time
okay.
bringing a baby game to you. Oh yeah, so anyway, so you can lead the babies around in this outside area, and they get 1 point for collecting... What did I write in my little guide? You get 1 point for... 3 points for onions, 2 points for snails. If you collect all the items outside, you get 1 point for worms. This is...
1 point for worms.
You need it for completion of the area, but it's not a good way to farm points.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, you can see that Escorian taught the baby to use the hammer, so the baby's able to smash things to get items.
Heck
And get to
yeah.
areas.
That's what I'm talking about. Whack-a-whack. That's actually kind of a fascinating thing that, like, teaching specific, most pet video games, even though it feels wrong to call this a pet video game, most pet video games, like, when you teach them something, it's like, oh, congrats, they can now sit. Who cares?
Yeah, this is not like that. This is like now they can get into different platforming areas
Yeah,
or whatever.
now they can violence a box.
Yeah.
Yeah. People are saying I don't have to have a baby. I'm not gonna have a baby. If ever I adopted in the future, I would want to adopt past baby stage, okay? I don't want baby stage. No baby.
Yeah, like, we're not gonna have a kid either, but I always thought it'd be better to, like, foster, like, teens or something like that. Like, kids who really need a home.
Yeah.
I don't need a baby.
I mean, there are a lot of people who are like, hey, it's baby time. Let's go find us a baby. And then they're like, oh, this person is 1.5 years old. Not baby enough. And I'm like, come on, they need a home too. Not baby enough, though. You do have a right to choose your family, I suppose, and like, but no, I would definitely, like, I don't know, I want somebody who, like, maybe if I'm like, how about you stop crying, they might say, okay. Or they might cry more, and then I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. See, I want to at least have a little bit of a way to reason, okay? Baby, you can't reason with a baby. Okay, baby. Here's the deal. How about I give you a food? Baby doesn't understand what food is. No, it's gaga. It's just gaga all the time. Goo goo gaga. Stupid baby. Anyways, that's my assessment there. I want something that will... Something... Oh my gosh. Okay, I want a human being that will respond in some way to what I'm trying to do. And not just goo goo gaga. Oh, it looks like Historian has taught the baby how to wear a scary mask. Wow.
That's an important life skill.
It's true.
But yeah, it looks like the percentage is going to be for different areas, so we will have to make sure we know what their final percentage is later, but we'll get there.
Oh, yeah,
I could even
for
finish
sure.
this game for all I know in an hour. It's not that long.
It doesn't seem like the longest game in the world. I mean, you said the speed run, which is just more or less a blind playthrough, is about an hour long. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't be too surprised if we see maybe one completion.
I think it was like an hour 18. Let me look at the speedrun page again.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
what was
57%
it?
toys. They're more toy than ogre at this point.
Okay, there was an hour 49 minutes, sorry, but yeah, it's not that long.
By the way, I do... Don't tell my foster child to stop crying. I won't tell them to stop crying. Actually, it's always... No. There are ways to bribe children into not crying. But then they'll cry in order for you to bribe them again. Oh my gosh, I don't know. How do you... They're like trying to teach AI something. You're like, hey, AI, go ahead and, like, try to learn this specific task. And it learns it, but it learns it in a way that is problematic. And it's like, no, you stupid AI. That's the same thing with babies. Teach baby to not cry, guess what? It teaches them to cry when they specifically want a sucker. Stupid baby. In outside areas. It's not in outside areas, it's outside.
Well, no, it's saying in areas that are outside, like this one.
But that's in
Okay,
out. In out. How does it work? In out.
Okay, Ascorian's baby doesn't know how to climb on top of things yet. That's important.
Yeah, that is unfortunate, but again, it's because these players haven't seen or played this game before, they're just trying to figure out how to play this.
Do it again.
Do
Oh,
it
they
again.
do explain. They do explain that though in the if you're paying attention to the dialogue. That's why I said to make sure to read it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. The thing is, like, Game Boy Advance, I think, was the most annoying when it came to tutorials. They started easing off a little bit when it came to the DS, but I don't think they did with this one. They definitely have... Oh, shut up. They definitely had a lot of text that's really not needed. Hedgemates, this is something that I've been trying to do because I made a little game and it's been a lot of fun to make. And one thing that I wanted to do was make it so that I didn't have to explain anything.
This game is for like 5-year-olds.
Well, 5-year-olds aren't going to be able to read all this text.
Yeah, but you can't play the game if you don't read it.
Well, then, how is this for 5-year-olds? I think they missed the audience.
I didn't say it was a good game.
Oh, wait, this is Kusog7ande, the bad video game tournament, everybody. By the way, thank you
Also,
to those
so-
who... Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just saying, you see that Fiona showed up again. It's like, I thought you were on vacation, but you're here again. You just want a day off. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
It's a staycation, you know? I don't
We
know.
won't be
It's
long.
complicated.
We're just over here.
This child is running up. Oh my gosh, it's gonna fall out of the tree. This is like
I'm so proud.
that Animaniacs skit where there's the baby that keeps wandering into all the dangerous places and the dog has to save her and then gets abused. Don't hurt the dog, hurt the baby. Come on, the baby's causing all the problems here. It's a joke. Don't hurt the baby. One thing that I want to see a little bit more of in games is like having a mother character who's playable, which is kind of why I love Returnal. It's been a fantastic game to play, and it bucks a little bit of the trend because you actually have
We
like
won't be long. We're just over here.
a really strong female motherly figure who's not just like, oh, I exist because I had a baby. No,
That was
she's awesome. People are asking if
That's
there's a
cool.
way to make something stop eating villagers. What's eating villagers? Oh, in Black and White. That's right.
Everything okay over there?
Did you ever play the game Black and White, Hedge Maze?
Yeah, I had it back in the day. I didn't play it long. I don't know. It didn't really appeal to me as much, but maybe I was too young.
What's really funny about that game is that, like,
Next stop,
my
Dragon's
father was
Tower.
like, even though we were a very religious family when I was growing up, he's like, yeah, you can play Diablo, yeah, you can play Doom, yeah, you can play all these games, but it was Black and White that he's like, okay, I need to talk to you. Okay.
Well, it's a god game, I guess.
Yeah, he's like, you know, don't let it go to your head. I'm like, don't let it go to my head. I just want to play with a giant pet who then eats people sometimes, you know? He's like, don't, you know, it's called a god game, so be careful. I'm like,
Oh, I love the music in the castle level because it's like really intense for no reason. Listen to this.
yeah. I mean, for no reason, it's evil themed. That's the reason.
Yeah, but like this level isn't any more evil than anywhere else.
Yeah, it is. There's lava.
Yeah, but this is Dragon's home. We're visiting their home.
Bingo!
There you go.
Bingo!
The sound effects are a little inconsistent.
Bingo!
Yeah.
By a little, I mean, what the crap is this?
Yeah. Oh yeah, so we've had this happen a few times, but there's a green mossy ball in the middle there. There's certain items that you get from different areas. These are, there you go. Scorian got it.
Bingo!
So the person who does Shrek's voice in the game is Michael Gow.
Oh, look a prize!
Or Go, I don't know.
Yeah, he was Alfred Pennyworth in the 80s, 90s Batman movies.
Yeah, apparently he did some voices in Arkham Origins, in Arkham City, Punisher. I suppose he did Detective Soap. Ooh, Mummy Returns video game. That is a high quality one right there. Oh, Overwatch 2, he's credited as voice, so that's cool. Saints Row, he does some pedestrians. Diablo Immortal. Deckard Cain. This is Shrek is Deckard Cain. Oh my gosh, I never thought I would say those words. I'm sorry. I'm actually really excited that. Hey, donkey, stay a while and listen. I can't do it. I'm done. There you go. Oh, I was going to say thank you everybody who has subscribed. We do give over $2,000 worth of prizes during the tournament, and it is a huge help for those who are able to support the channel.
Next stop,
With that
Gingerland.
said, I'm not giving anything out until we get them eliminated. And we're working on that. Escorian and Tempestrol, though, cannot be eliminated from the tournament because this is still winner's bracket. We need to start thinning the crowd a little bit. And unfortunately, a baby game is going to be one of the games that starts getting people into the loser's bracket. I hate that. Who is this bearded man with this crappy baby hat?
Weren't you paying attention? This is Fiona's dwarf. That's what he says.
I feel like that's not right.
That's what he says. I think he's usually the babysitter, but we're in charge today.
Fiona's dwarf?
That's what he says.
That just... that... I don't know how, but that just feels problematic. Hey!
That's what he says.
Yeah!
We're in medieval times.
I'm
I don't
Fiona's
know.
dwarf. I'm Hedge Maze's gay. Yeah, how's that?
Huh?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that just reminded me of freaking Survivor. We were watching a season of Survivor, and one person was like, yeah, I love having this person over here. He's my gay. And it's like, oh, shut up, you Oh, come on. It was more than a decade ago, though, so I guess I can forgive them a little bit. Hey, little baby! I don't like that.
Yeah, Gingy's here.
I'm a little bit concerned about this.
Yeah, so Shrek was Michael Gow. Fiona and Ogre Baby were Holly Fields, who basically just does Cameron Diaz's voice and things.
Okay.
And then we had, who else was in this? Donkey is Phil Lamar, who is in everything. I love him. Pinocchio and Three Little Pigs were Cody Cameron, who is a director of movies like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs and Shrek movies. But I think he was always the voice of Pinocchio and Three Little Pigs. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I'm just looking, by the way, and the guy who does Shrek for this game actually does it for a TV series that had 68 episodes. Swamp Talk with Shrek and Donkey. What?
Okay.
Okay, so...
There's a lot of Shrek stuff.
Yeah, it's basically when you can't afford Austin Powers, this is the guy you go to. Okay, that's kind of cool. King's Quest 2015, he did the voice of Larry. Deckard Cain in Heroes of the Storm. Nemesis Orcs in the various Shadow of Mordor and stuff. That's kind of cool. I like that. Diablo 3, Deckard Cain. Wait, did he do the original Deckard Cain? Oh my gosh. I can't believe the connection. I love it.
Yeah, this game has some voices. It's interesting. Like, considering how bad the cutscenes are, like, I let them skip them, the rest of them, because they're just not that much of anything. It's just the parents telling you they're going somewhere and whatever. But yeah, it's interesting that they put effort into some of this game.
Yeah. Yeah, it does look like Shrek was always Deckard Cain. Yep, even in the original. As well as the voice of the sorcerer, who had a pretty okay voice. Yeah. Cody Cameron is kind of creepy looking, though. He's got a very big forehead. But yeah, he did the voice of Pinocchio in this and all of the other movies, yeah. Oh, and he showed up in the latest Puss in Boots movie as well. So that's cool. Again, I would recommend it if you get a chance, okay? It's, oh my gosh, especially the villain in it. Who was it? The guy who stuck his thumb in the pie. Jack. That boy.
Oh, wait, was that Jack Sprat?
Jack Sprat could eat... No, that guy could eat no fat.
It's a different one.
Yeah. The new furry movie? The new Shrek movie. Come on. And yes, the new furry movie. Whatever.
So I see Tempestrel hasn't
Jack
taught them
Horner.
to climb on things yet. Okay, Scorian just taught them how to climb onto the block. That's important.
Oh my gosh, Escorian has learned an essential move. Climbing on stuff. Like, once babies learn that, they won't stop. That's all they're gonna do. What is Tempestrel doing? Burning the hay bales?
Yeah, this is a minigame. You get 10 points for getting onto the high score list of minigames, but it's not really worth farming for points or anything. I don't think so. It takes too long.
Okay, the sound of the Dronkey is actually growing on me. I think that's one of the best sound effects in this game. This music sounds like it belongs, like, it's the credits for a 90s sitcom. That's what it is. And not like one of the edgy ones, like closer to Full House, except low budget Full House, which would just be Full House anyway.
Yeah, Scorian was worried about getting sent to losers on this, and I think she's doing pretty good. She's pretty methodical about this.
Yeah, and for those who are saying that the new Shrek movie is the latest furry movie, every movie is the latest furry movie if you just think about it. That's just how it is. If there's like something that vaguely resembles an animal, there are gonna be people making fan art of it. That's just how it works.
Yeah, I remember like it was that like Kangaroo Jack movie or whatever. Like that was the hot furry movie for a while, and it's like this wasn't even a good movie. But it doesn't matter.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh my gosh. Let me just tell you, the worst. We're talking about this right now, okay? The worst furry movies that I've ever seen. Freaking Alpha and Omega.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I didn't see that, but I heard
I
about
only
it.
saw part of it, and that's because someone tricked us into watching it when we went to a New Year's Eve party. That was literally the last time we spent time with them.
I think there's I looked it up. There's 8 of those movies now.
Yes!
There's 8 Alpha and Omega movies. Why?
There are so many, and the first one is terrible, and it's still the best one. It is. Oh, I hate it so much. I hate it so much.
Okay, to address chat. So yes, the game is completed when somebody gets 100% toys, but the percentage is the percentage that's inside the building, not outside the building. Those are separate percentages. They have to get all of the toys in the game, which includes the ones that you have to get outside, and the ones that you have to buy going to different areas.
Just a man hanging with the girl. See, I can make lyrics for this sitcom. Bananas
All right,
through
so we're
the
still
ball.
going through the voices. So Gingy is Conrad Vernon, who has always been Gingy, and in a lot of other animated movies. Who else? Ogre Baby and Dronkey are Natalie Lander, who I assume probably does baby voices.
Let me take a
He's
look.
done a lot of things.
I don't like baby voices. Can I do a baby voice? Hey, I'm a freaking baby! I'm a baby!
Okay, she was Elise and Nina in Fire Emblem Fates, Sphere, Amelia, Elise, and Nina in Fire Emblem Heroes, Sarah Branford in various Final Fantasy games,
Okay.
and also Ogre Baby, so that's a good thing she's got going for her.
It's very important, yeah.
Also, she was Willow in the Buffy motion comics.
Oh my gosh, I love Willow. I didn't know there were motion comics, but that actually sounds like a pretty dang good role. I love Buffy. Terra is one of the best Final Fantasy characters, so I'll go ahead and say thumbs up to that. Good job. Fire Emblem Fates, she did Elise and Nina. Uncredited? Oh my gosh, Fire Emblem, how could you? Everybody should be credited. Why do you have people do voice acting and then you're like, I'm just not gonna put your name in there because that's just how I roll. No, credit the people. She was on an episode of Hannah Montana, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'd say, like, for a game like this, I'm actually kind of shocked how many quality people they got working on this.
Yeah.
Like, how many quality voice actors they were able to land. Then again, what Shrek movies came out around 2007? Shrek, Cinematic Universe. Let me look this up. Okay, because the book was 1990, and then Shrek 1, 2001, Shrek 2, 2004, Shrek the Third, 2007. So this more or less correlated with Shrek the Third, which makes sense. That's probably when babies kept showing up. DeWolf is asking, there's a book? Yes!
Yeah, it's based on a book.
The original movie was based on a book.
Picture book.
Yeah. And then later, you had Shrek Forever After. I haven't seen Shrek the Third or Shrek Forever After. I'll probably pass. But then there was also Puss in Boots in 2011. And then 11 years later, Puss in Boots The Last Wish. But you also had the TV series The Adventures of Puss in Boots. There were also Shrek the Halls and Scared Shrekless TV specials. I don't know what that means, and I don't...
Probably a Halloween movie.
I mean, yeah, Shrek the Hall is going to be her Christmas one, and Scared Shrekless Halloween. But all of the freaking games, I mean, Fairy Tale Freaked Out, one of the best fighting games on the Game Boy Color, in my opinion, and by best, I mean most notable, at the very least.
Scorion's baby knows how to throw things at stuff. She should be able to complete this area soon, I think. But yeah, every area has a different minigame. They have mostly not been bothering with them, and that's probably for the best. This one has one where the wolf is trying to blow down the houses, and you have to, like, click on them to fix them. It kind of sucks.
Yeah. It's just shocking how much Shrek media there is, but at the same time, like, I feel like we needed a Shrek in this universe. You know?
Yeah, I think, like, as far as kids or family movies go, like, I think this was a good addition to what we had at the time.
Well, it's basically like, you know, you have all of these Disney movies that are a little bit too serious. You have DreamWorks that was just like, we don't know how to make movies yet. And then they came out with Shrek, and it's like, oh my gosh, you finally did something worth watching. DreamWorks, good job. But like, I don't know. You know, Shrek is like the anti-Elsa of this universe. And I like that. It's the antithesis of all fairy tale stuff. It's like taking fairy tales and just making them stupid, which honestly is what a lot of fairy tales are, and it's perfect. Shrek just wanted to live in his swamp, that's all. And then fairy tales happen, and he's like, I don't care. Get out of my swamp. I don't care about your freaking fairy tales.
Just over here.
I don't remember anyone going to the swamp yet. Did we see them go to the swamp? It's to the west of this area where Scorian is.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay, let me see. What were the earliest DreamWorks movies? Prince of Egypt. Oh my gosh. Okay.
That's a very good one.
It's good. It was really popular in Utah. I would say that, like, even though I'm not religious now, it still holds a place in my heart. However, in The Prince of Egypt, the camel noise is also the same noise of the imps in Doom 2, and I knew that as soon as I heard it because I had played so much Doom 2.
Okay over there?
Yeah, I like when people say that things are copying Doom, and it's like, those are all stock sounds.
They're stock sounds. It's just they use the same stock sound. I just love hearing imps show up in a Bible movie, you know? Oh, yeah! The game about hell!
So Scorian's doing pretty good, 86%.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how both of them are doing. They're continuing to keep going and trying things. Like, they're never like just sitting here being annoyed at Shrek.
True. So their earliest film apparently was Ants, which
yeah, that was something.
It was fun. I enjoyed it. I feel like it was a worthwhile watch. But it also felt like they were just trying to cash in on A Bug's Life.
Yeah, it came out around the same time.
Yeah, that's where the DreamWorks smile started. Y'all know that smile. The sound is exactly what the smile is like. Anyways, they did the Prince of Egypt after that, which is a lot better because it's not 3D, and then Road to El Dorado, and then Chicken Run was a DreamWorks movie. They didn't have to do 3D animation for that either. I mean, technically, but that was claymation, and because of that was amazing.
Yeah, it was claymation.
And then Joe's a King of Dreams. I didn't see that. I don't want to. And then finally, Shrek. Okay, never mind. They had basically all hits.
Yeah. Road to El Dorado is great. Like, just iconic bisexual movie.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it a handful of times. Wait, Elton John and Tim Rice did the music for Road to El Dorado, and Hans Zimmer, and... Okay, that's why it rocks. Wow, that's really impressive. I love me a good Chicken Run, though. Then they had Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron, which was great, and I think I only watched it once.
Yeah, I loved it as a kid, but like now they made like a TV show where it's a bunch of like white kids who have spirit, and I'm like, huh? That's like the opposite of what happened. It's like, what?
Yeah, wasn't he supposed to be like running free? Being like,
yeah, like what? I don't know what happened with that.
Being like,
but I guess they were just like, here's a property we can make into like a horse girl show, and I'm like, maybe you could have done something else, but okay.
I just love it when like a spin-off of a franchise is absolutely going against the original meaning of the franchise.
Yeah.
I would say that this game doesn't break that. It somehow, even though mostly it's just bathing babies and buying toys, this is somehow still appropriate.
Yeah, like this is reasonably in canon. Like all the characters we're meeting, like
it's canon. Shrek doesn't want to take care of babies. I think that's canon.
Oh, Scorian's doing the snail ball. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we'll see how this goes. So this one's a mess, because you gotta like move you gotta like draw a line from the bottom of the screen to the top, and if you draw it too slowly, it's gonna spend like 5 minutes like not actually getting there. It'll like just kind of roll off to the side. And I don't remember if I had to just exit out of it or just wait. I don't know. Anyway, Scorian is playing this.
This looks like a nightmare.
It's the mini games are not good.
Oh, I do like the sad donkey sound though. I'm a big fan. Touch here to bull. Shrek must beat Barney. Yeah, it's a strike.
Yeah.
Why did the Dronkey laugh like a human? I hate it.
I don't know.
I've got a lot of feelings, okay?
You know how Dronkeys are supposed to laugh? I don't.
Not like that. No. Like that. Like when they cry, they're supposed to just make that sad Dronkey sound all the time. That's the best. Just disappoint your Dronkeys. Bananas through the shiny block. I just love the names for the different Dronkeys and that they're all foods. Also,
yeah,
how many pins are there in this bowling game? This isn't how bowling works.
They're not pins anyway, they're snails.
I mean, you're using a snail.
Or gourds? Yeah, you're using a snail and they're hitting gourds.
Fine, whatever.
Yeah, so did I read off Wikipedia the names of the Dronkeys? They're not all in this game. Are Eclair, Bananas, Peanut, Parfait, Coco, and Debbie.
And Debbie.
Debbie.
Oh, that's Shrek for ya. I love it.
And then the ogre babies, which don't have names in this game for some reason, are Farkle, Fergus, and Felicia.
Felicia. Fargus?
Farkle, Fergus, and Felicia.
Yeah, however you want. Justin was asking me about the blinds, and yeah, it was a little bit dark, so it's nice to have a little sunshine and rainbows. Fergus. That honestly, I could see Shrek choosing that name. It's a good name. Felicia, good name.
Yeah, I don't know about Farkle.
I don't love Farkle. It's weird.
Yeah, so you see the green, I think it's right there, the green ramp. I have not seen anyone go into the swamp. Seems unusual, because I kept accidentally ending up in there when I played this.
Uh-oh. Is there a lot of important stuff there?
No, it's just another one of the areas where they could get items and stuff.
Oh, perfect. Well,
So you do have to go there to complete the game.
everyone, just so you know, I have no idea who's winning.
It's a scoring.
Okay, we believe Ascorian is in the lead. I mean,
Yeah, just
88% toys.
look at the percentage. Yeah,
But
that's
that
88% to 80.
is that actually like that specific percentage?
Yes,
Okay.
that's how we're scoring it.
Gosh. The donkey was playing the piano. I want a little dragon donkey. I would totally
see, now
have
you've
one.
come around on them.
Well, I don't want the baby, but I would take a donkey. And like animals grow up a lot faster, you know, and at least most animals, maybe not all of them. Like probably a baby elephant. I don't want to take care of a baby elephant for a while, but baby dragon donkey, sure. If I carry a fire extinguisher around with me, I'm set.
Oh, right, so I didn't finish going through the names. So the Dronkey is Aaron Matthews. Wait, I don't know. Anyway, one of the Dronkeys is Aaron Matthews, who's voiced all kinds of kids' shows. But the one I really needed to talk about is the voice of the dwarf that you don't like is James Arnold Taylor, who is Titus from Final Fantasy X.
Well, that makes sense then. Well, okay, like, I don't hate the dwarf per se. I actually love that we have the bearded guy with the baby hat. It's just that I hate that he is Fiona's dwarf. That just doesn't make sense. You don't have dwarves. A dwarf can work for you. Come on, Fiona. I know that you're a queen, but come on. I mean, I hope she's paying him. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know how this works. But yeah, James Arnold Taylor, who has also voiced Ratchet and Ratchet and Clank, and
okay.
a bunch of other characters and things.
Honestly,
He was Obi-Wan in the Clone Wars.
I love Titus. I'm not gonna lie. I think that he's a
I love Final
fantastic
Fantasy
character.
X.
Final Fantasy X. As much as people want to make fun of it, it's really good.
I think people who make fun of it didn't play it, because they're like making fun of the laugh scene, and it's like actually makes sense in context.
Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh. If you see, yeah, up until that point, the laughing seems a little bit ridiculous, and then you hear like the lines they say after the laughing scene, and it's like, oh my gosh. And then you get to the end of the game, and then you play it again and go back to the laughing scene, and you're like, I'm crying now. I'm crying because they're laughing so bad.
Yeah, I don't cry a lot in general, and that game gets me.
It's good. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna go ahead and say. It honestly is probably one of my... I like most of the Final Fantasy games, I gotta be honest, but it's high up there, I'd say.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather play that than 7.
Best, I think 10 is like the most complete game, like from start to finish. It like has a story, it tells the whole thing, it doesn't have any kind of... I like 7 a lot, but yeah, like you go snowboarding right after, I don't know if I need to tell spoilers here, but after important character dies.
After
it's
drama.
a silly game. It's a very silly game.
You need that though. You need the emotional, like, if it was just depression quest, I feel like people wouldn't have loved it enough. You need the random snowboarding right after that.
Yeah,
Come
I like
on.
it, but I'm just saying it's a lot more jank than I think people remember. Like, because people kind of remember it like the way that they want to, and it's like, no, this is really jank and funny, but that's fine.
Yeah, it is. I'd say, like, they really experimented with a lot of things in that, but considering it was Square's really first big 3D game, that's understandable that they experimented so much. Is this the swamp?
Yes, Ascorian finally found that last area. Let's
Aha.
see if she can... 7 minutes left. Let's see what she can get here.
Cool. Well, as we are wrapping this up, remember, the players here, they're just trying to make as much progress as they can. Over the course of the hour, whoever does takes the victory, and whoever doesn't, well, too bad. They don't win. That's just how it works. Yeah.
If only one can be the best babysitter of Ogres and Dronkeys.
Hey, you're not doing bad.
Hey, yeah, that's true, isn't it?
Yeah, thanks, not Mike Myers.
Fake Mike Myers.
Where to next?
I don't like this music quite as much. It's kind of fine. Not great. But then this music, this is like... What am I thinking? Harvest Moon? It's just chill. It's good. Whoop, whoop. People are saying 11 is the best Final Fantasy. I actually am... I still need to get through the all of the expansions for Final Fantasy 14, but I'm almost in party. Final Fantasy 14 is the best one, or is at least the most Final Fantasy out of all of them, because it does so much. It does so much.
I could just never get into MMOs, really, but I'm glad other people like it.
Most of it is honestly like single player. I gotta be honest, Hedge Maze.
Yeah, but I mean, what I've seen of the game doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah, I would say up until the first expansion, it is very much MMO. And then once you get to the first expansion, it's like, oh, we finally have a good story. Thank goodness. But who
I see a Scorian saying, this is actually really fun. Because yeah, she was worried about this, but she's probably going to win this unless something major changes in the last 5 minutes.
Stupid baby noises.
Anyway, nobody in chat's mentioned the best Final Fantasy, which is 15. I'm not going to take any arguments on that.
I love 15, unironically.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I don't think every Final Fantasy should be Final Fantasy 15. But I love it.
I like that it exists.
And I unironically love the cup noodle missions. I think they're hilarious.
Yeah, it's like 16. I just cannot picture... I can't get excited about it, because I can't picture it doing anything silly like that. I want my Final Fantasies to be silly.
It will have... Oh, come on. When Final Fantasy 15, or like most Final Fantasies, when they're advertised, it's like, let's talk about all this serious stuff. And then you're snowboarding right after murder happened. Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
I'm actually really impressed with how Scorian's doing, both of them really. But yeah, like, erasing this silly game.
Yeah, the biggest thing that I actually... No, Shrek, there are babies here. Get out! Get out! What was I thinking? When it comes to, like, there are a lot of franchises that are like, we just need to play it as safe as possible for our main game series. But Final Fantasy is like, no, we're gonna experiment as much as possible for every main game in our series. Guess what? We're just gonna do something completely different. And I very much appreciate that. Like,
I do like that, because it's like when you have a favorite band and then people complain if the next album is too much like the old one, but they'll also complain that the next one is too different.
Yeah.
Like, just let bands experiment and do stuff.
Yeah.
And let video game companies just experiment and do stuff.
Yeah, and that's something that, like, even if I don't end up loving the new thing that comes out, I love that it's very different.
Yeah, like, that's what I like about Final Fantasy. Like, we can be silly here and argue about what our favorite is, but, like, I like that everybody has a different one. I just like that.
Yeah.
Everybody has something different to enjoy.
I love that, like, you can see similarities between them, but they are so different. Except, like, some of the Super Nintendo ones, not super different. But, yeah, anyways, that's one thing that I would say. Please, Square, if you're watching this stream in Shrek for some reason, I don't know why you are here, Square Enix, but keep experimenting and doing something different, okay? If you make a baby game where I have to raise Squall or something...
I mean, I wouldn't put it past them.
I wouldn't want to play your spin-off baby Squall raising game, but if you made something silly for your next game, please do. I will play it, okay? But I won't play your baby growing spin-off. It's weird.
Yeah, Scorian's got a good idea here. She couldn't find the last item, so she's just gonna have them try to rack up some more points in case there's a tie, which there isn't.
That's a good idea. Yeah, 96%, that's pretty huge.
Yep.
Whoop. I swear, you sound a lot like Toad from Mario Party. And I'm not sure that's a good or a bad thing, it's just the reality.
But yeah, overall, this was a really good match. I'm happy with how this went.
This has been silly. I've enjoyed
Yeah.
the conversations, and like I feel like we paid as much attention as we needed to the game.
Yeah.
Just good. We did great. We've got 2 matches after this, everybody, and 4 matches tomorrow. So like this is the Kuso weekend y'all been waiting for.
Yeah, I'm glad that we got to have this weekend after last week's Comcasting.
Oh my gosh, I was worried because I got Comcasted last night during a Hot Fix
Oh,
Grudge
no.
match, and yeah, I hope it doesn't happen today. But fingers crossed. Let's
Yeah.
not jinx it, because that, everybody, is time. Oh, I was so close. Like 100th of a second off. That is evil. By the way, chat, I can still completely get rid of the hundreds of a second, but I only do that because everybody would laugh. Oh, look at how close you got. Oh, you're not perfect, Brosetia. Blah, blah, blah. Well, shut up, everybody. Look at it. I'm as close to perfect as you can get without being perfect. Well, everybody is furiously typing right now. I'm letting them know they're both welcome to come enjoy chat if they would like. But yeah, it appears that Ascorian with 98% toys beats Tempestral's 88%. It honestly was pretty close between the two of them, and I just sort of enjoyed chilling and watching this game. Hello, Ascorian. Hello, Tempestral.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome. Oh my gosh. We had some good discussions. I enjoyed this a lot more than I thought when it comes to a baby game, although I would have preferred to have 2 donkeys personally. Not a big fan of the baby, but the donkeys, so good. Yeah.
This was more enjoyable than I was expecting. We were thinking it was going to be Nintendogs, but actually it was Little Inferno.
It was literally...
I enjoyed this. This was fun.
This
Yeah, I'm
was
glad you did.
shockingly... Like, the theme doesn't do anything for me. I don't like Shrek or babies, but the concept, which is Little Inferno, is pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty fun to play.
Shockingly.
I'm trying to remember.
man,
I
I
do
thought it was
think
doing
I
so well,
played
too.
Little Inferno, but I don't remember what happens at all.
Huh.
It's this. This is the game. It's the same thing. It's can you find... well, it's a little less random. It's basically can you find interactions between various objects, and you get points and you use points to buy more objects.
Aha!
Looks like that came out in 2012, so this is before that too.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't let me go outside to get that last item for some reason.
You probably had a baby who needed, like, probably both your babies had, like, needs or something. That happened to me once, where it was like one of them was asking for a toy and one of them was stinky.
Stupid
Okay.
stinky babies. Yeah,
They don't seem
like.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're on board with, like, I don't really care about babies and baby games, but that, like, the music was pretty good. I kind of like the sound that the Dronkeys made. It made me chuckle quite a bit. I thought they were kind of cute, shockingly. Other than that, like, it's actually got some interesting mechanics, especially that you have to teach your babies to do stuff in order to go outside and get certain things done. So, like, a little bit surprising to me.
Yeah, there was one skill that I seem to have missed out on. How do you get your babies to climb up onto the tree stumps?
You have to put
You
the
just
doll-
have them climb on a box.
Okay. I feel a little cheated there because I did that with the Jack in the Box, and I tried to get them to climb onto the regular boxes, and they seem to be fine climbing onto boxes, but I guess they never officially learned the skill. So I guess I just didn't have it, but it seemed like you didn't need it to get any of the toys.
I'm pretty sure I know exactly where this lemon drop is soon.
I got the lemon drop.
You got the lemon drop?
Yeah, that's got to be it over there. I had it run over, it just wouldn't pick it up, so I thought maybe it was, yep, there it goes.
Yeah, sometimes the collision is funny.
I can't feel that upset. Oh man, the collision's so bad. I can't feel that upset about losing because honestly, this whole time I was like, you know what? I'm going pretty fast through this, and Ascorian probably is too. So I have no idea. Like I had no idea who was gonna win, but I also felt good about it, as opposed to I don't know who's gonna win. I feel so bad about this race. Like
you're both going through it pretty fast. Like I was really pleased with that. Like it didn't look like either of you were just like stuck with it or anything.
Yeah.
Shockingly good as a race game. I was not expecting that from the concept, but actually this works really well.
Yeah, like I looked at all these other like baby games. I can't use them, but this one has a score and everything. It works.
All these other baby games. What a life. What a life.
Thank you for the fun game, Hedge Maze.
Yeah, I'm glad I got to give you something fun.
I'm glad I mind-gamed our GM.
You know, okay, I did not vote for Hedge Maze, not because I don't like her. Hedge Maze is great, but because I've been a GM before, I've seen the kinds of games Hedge Maze gives out, and I was like, but I wasn't expecting the DS, because last year it was all like Apple II stuff. And I don't want to play Apple II games. There's no good ones. But now, but I got double mind gamed, and I got tricked into playing a DS game I actually kind of liked. Shane is about Shrek and babies, though.
Yeah, that's kind of shocking, but also really hilarious. Well, cool.
I mean, Way Forward worked on this game, so there has to have at least been a modicum of effort put into it. That's the real.
Isn't that weird that like it's actually kind of good? And we were looking at the list of voice actors. Like some of the people who actually did voice acting for Shrek
I'll drop
were voice
that in
actors for this.
Yeah.
And then you got James Arnold Taylor as the dwarf, and that's Titus from Final Fantasy X. You've got some actual voice actors in here.
The voice acting was so bad.
Yeah, it's not good.
I discovered one piece of tech related to the voice acting, or well, more to the cutscenes, which is that it takes forever to watch the minigame characters show up.
Yeah.
But you can still interact with the door if you can see the door. So I just clicked on the door and left when all of those cutscenes were playing.
I learned another trick. If you're across the map instead of running back to the house, if you open settings and close it, it warps you to the entrance.
Oh my gosh.
I saw you do that. That's a
Really?
great speed strat.
That's pretty good. You can also just hit return to playpen directly from the menu, which I didn't realize until about halfway through the run.
That's pretty great. With that said, anything happening for you, both of you? Anything exciting these days, or the projects that you've been working on that other people should know about?
I'm actually playing through the Yakuza series over on my channel.
Nice.
Good deal. I played a couple of them. I'm trying to think. I don't think I've actually beaten them because I got too stuck in like some of the mini games. By stuck, I mean I just got sucked into everything else that was happening. But seriously, they're good. They're really, really fun. What about you, Tempestrel?
Yeah, you're trying super hard not to say Time Stalker or
My
Time
gosh,
Walker or Time Wanderer or Doe Wolf or any of the other people who you could be. I'm sorry, I should. I've been sucked into Dwarf Fortress. As of last night at like 2 a.m., I have a county on my second fort, so I feel pretty good about that.
On a second fort? That's not bad at all.
I had played the game before, like years and years and years ago, but I couldn't get into it. But it's pretty good. I'm probably going to be streaming it after Kusog7ande. Hint, wink, nudge. But also, I've been working on. I've been writing posts for my blog. Did I send you? I finished that blog post that I asked you for input on about the nature of bad media, and I've been redesigning the license-a-thon layouts to use code that I can actually maintain instead of the junk that I was using before. So there's been, oh man, So I've actually had a lot on my plate recently, but in a good way, in a way that feels like really productive. This year's been all right.
Well, good. Oh my gosh. You wanted me to fill out, some survey thing, and I completely forgot.
Oh, I guess you didn't, did you? But I got some good insights from you anyway.
I was going to say we still talked, but I absolutely failed at doing what you asked me to do. Welcome to my life.
That's fine.
But yeah, you need to share that blog post with me. I don't think I've read it, and I'm glad that you've been having a lot of fun with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I think that I'm actually almost set up for the next match, so if you are, I think we can go ahead and let both of you go. Thank you so much for playing today, and, you know, it'll be exciting. Escorian moving on in the winner's bracket. Tempestrel, it's completely fine that you're dropping to the loser's bracket. Everybody goes there from time to time. Well, most people go there from time to time. So we'll see if you can battle your way back out of it.
I can't be unhappy about getting knocked into losers with a match this competitive. You know?
Yeah.
I'm totally.
You did good.
We both did really well on this, so I'm very happy with how this race turned out.
I would agree with that. I'll let both of you go, and Hedgemaze, thank you so much for the game. Take care and have fun, friends.
Take care.
Bye!
Catch you later.
Yeah, see ya. Oh my gosh, everybody, I'm super excited because we've got 2 more matches coming up today. Wait. There's one last thing that I need to do. So, as I do that, everybody, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the raid, Escorian. Thank you, everybody. Novasol as well for the raid about an hour ago, and I forgot to acknowledge you because holy guacamole, this is my life. Everybody who has subscribed, by the way, I very much appreciate it because we are giving out over $2,000 worth of prizes for Kusog7ande. And all of that, it significantly helps, and I definitely can't do it without you, so thank you everybody who helps make dreams come true, I guess. Yeah, dreams. Like DreamWorks. Oh, that's not gonna work. Sorry, I'm just trying to get everything sorted for the match for a video right now because Crappy's got to do a little walking across the screen. I think that will work. Good. Let me get this sent out of the program.